Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. As each season passes by us and new seasons are introduced, we are always met with changes in our meta and balance changes, which signifies different elements being equal or in correct proportions. But they never happen, and there is always a nail sticking out, which even among the meta stands above the rest and ruins the balance. Did this pattern repeat yet again in Season 5, or have we finally achieved some semblance of balance this season? Let's find out in today's in-depth balance changes discussion with Gunsmith builds and updated weapon statistics. They are kindly provided by our research team, also known as Gunsmith Elves, and Mr. Roy, who is our GOAT. They have been tirelessly working ever since the new update dropped, and please comment some words of appreciation for them to show their work is loved and cherished by the community. Because if it were not for them, this video wouldn't have been possible and would have taken much longer. Teamwork makes the dream work, and a big thank you to our Gunsmith Elves and Mr. Roy for providing the stats as always and helping out the community selflessly. We appreciate it very much. Starting with the most beloved gun of Season 4, the QXR. The QXR was the gun hit the hardest with these changes, and it received multiple changes from BSA to base damage, the recoil, and so on. Let's take a look. The first nerf is a hitbox nerf, where when we equip the enhanced bolt perk, our damage dealt to the chest goes from 1.2 times in the last season to 1.1 times now. This isn't a huge nerf, as chest hitbox is a small area and we hardly get the faster time to kill that is offered, and using the enhanced bolt is still the way to go. When we equip the enhanced bolt, our recoil is increased by 5%, which is again a pretty inconsequential nerf. The base weapon also got a BSA nerf, and the new BSA is 3.69. Nice. But in past we could neglect BSA and still take mid-range fights, but now BSA attachment is absolutely essential. Most QXR builds have used some sort of range boosting for making the QXR versatile, and both Mono and Marksman got range nerf, and they provide less range boost now. Range boosting is quite inefficient now, especially since the base range and damage also got nerfed, and when using the enhanced bolt perk, our mid-range is nerfed further, and these are the updated values. Thus, the main question people have is the QXR still meta? And the answer is yes, definitely. But unlike being overpowered in the previous season, it is now balanced alongside the QQ9. MSMC can still be used, but most people I guess will prefer the QQ9 over it, or even the QXR. But I wouldn't recommend the Fennec, as COD mobile developers have completely ruined this beautiful weapon, and it is just worthless to use now. I will have a separate video on it later. So yeah, the QXR is usable, and for building our Gunsmith build, we still use the enhanced bolt perk, but instead of boosting range, we now work on mobility and play it like an aggressive SMG instead of playing it like a versatile SMG. And this is the build I'm using for now. I really like this, and the only change I can recommend is switching out the fast mag to whatever else you prefer, and that will be it for the QXR. The next star weapon of the previous season, PP19 Bizon, was also nerfed, but unlike the QXR where they nerfed multiple aspects of the weapon, Bizon only received range nerf, where the attachments we use to boost the range will boost less range now. And the base range was also nerfed, and these are the new ranges with and without the large caliber ammo. To me, this nerf was completely pointless. Bizon has always been used as a versatile SMG, which is easy to use and performed consistently and effectively. They should have nerfed the large caliber ammo attachment, as all Bizon builds end up using this, and there should have been more demerits of using this attachment. We have Type 25 completely being overshadowed by other guns simply because the stopping power attachment, which makes the Type 25 good, has too many downsides, and people end up using something else. Yet Bizon received no adjustment to the ammo attachment, and that ammo attachment is what makes the Bizon worth using. Next, the recoil pattern could have been adjusted. Right Right now the recoil is just a beam and we literally just pull down, which even a beginner to the game can control. Recoil pattern could have been adjusted to have similar ease of use but not be as simple as now, and the mobility nerf like movement speed and ADS movement speed would have been enough to balance the Bizon without taking away from what it was good at. COD Mobile has done this with the GKS2 in past, where they ruined its BSA, which is what it was known for, a cross-map laser beam. Even if we did not build the GKS for BSA, it had inferior stats to other guns like the LK24 and even Bizon, but it still saw some use because it was easy to use and it was laser beam. The BSA got nerfed to shreds from 7.4 score to 3.5 last season, and GKS became pointless. Yet when it came to nerfing the Bizon, we did not get anything spectacular. Bizon is still good as the range nerf did not do much. Our previous 38 meter effective range with the mono and extended barrel build is now 30 meters with 13 frames of ADS speed, and my recommended build for Bizon this season is with the marksman barrel, as we have 36 meter effective range with 14 frames of ADS speed. Thus our ADS speed is good for playing aggressive at times, and we maintain our time to kill at range and the versatility aspect of the Bizon. Before we move on to the other guns, if you want in-depth weapon statistics for various guns, do join our Discord server, as we post stats for various guns on a regular basis, and the join link is in the description. These were the major changes, but apart from these, certain guns were buffed or nerfed in a minor manner. The AGR, for example, has less penalty when using the steady stock or the extended barrel, so if you are using these attachments, your ADS will be faster this season compared to the last season. It still does not make AGR worth using, but it is a buff nonetheless. I was using this gunsmith build in the video if you want to give it a try. The other buff is the ASM-10. ASM was part of the meta for many seasons in past, when we had the assault rifle meta and 3-shot weapons like the ASM-10, Man of War and DRH reigned supreme. This season ASM-10 got a range buff where the initial 13 meter range is 15 meters now, which is quite nice as ASM is mainly used for playing anti-SMG and the extra range helps. One thing to note though, only the initial 13 meter range was buffed and the rest of the range is still the same as last season. Range boosting attachments are also buffed and now we ADS faster with range of barrel and marksman barrel compared to last season. Thus now with the ASM we can either go for the aggressive build, which is what I still recommend as there are better weapons for playing range, and this is the build for the anti-SMG playstyle. Apart from the ASM-10, the BK57 also got a buff to the Elite foregrip and the ADS penalty got removed while the mobility still remains. This makes the Elite foregrip more viable and can be used in our gunsmith build for some recoil control. I have covered BK57 in-depth analysis last season and the builds are still the same. If you want good builds, you can take a look at that video once you're done watching this. Finally, snipers got some love and Locus got faster ADS speed now due to the buff of the skeleton stock, and the max ADS speed is 21 frames now from the previous 23 frames. Don't forget to support the video by leaving a like and commenting something nice, and do share this video with your COD Mobile friends. It is greatly appreciated. Apart from these balance changes, we also got some general attachment changes, mainly with the Merc foregrip and the hipfire laser. They are buffed on certain guns now. We got the Gung Ho perk and we can build our weapons to have better hipfire to suit that perk. I will have the balance changes document in the description for anyone who wants to take a look at it. Overall, the balance changes this season is quite nice as the main weapons from past season which stood out from the crowd got addressed and nerfed. I still think QXR and Bizon could have had different nerfs instead of touching upon the range, but it is what it is. At least they are not as overpowered as they were last season. Holger 26 did not receive any changes, and I had called it the best weapon for season 5 in my last video. Seeing the updated weapon statistics and also getting to play with the new AMAX assault rifle, I will still say the same. Holger 26 is the best gun in season 5, and it is quite versatile too, as we can play LMG, assault rifle and SMG all with the same weapon. Holger should have got some adjustment, but I will cover it in another video later. That was all for today, and a big thank you to our research team, the Gunsmith Elves and Mr. Roy for supplying the stats as always and letting us know what all things got changed this season. And don't forget to like, comment and share this video around to your COD Mobile friends, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care guys, and bye.